Hello and welcome to this Libre Office tutorial. Now, before I go into the lesson to show you something about how LibreOffice Writer works, first of all, let me just say something about who I am. Okay, my background is information technology. I have a bachelor's degree in information technology, and I've been working in various capacities in both information technology and business. Currently, I am pursuing a master's in business administration, and my goal, of course, is to work both in the IT field and in the business field so that I can help the business field better utilize information technology, as well as help the IT field better understand the business requirements of information technology. Now, in this lesson, I am going to show you how you can acquire open source Writer, LibreOffice Writer software, how to install it, and a few things about how you can jumpstart into using this wonderful open source software. Now, first of all, let me just switch on my recording software, okay? Then together we will go on the internet and I'll show you how you can download your own copy of LibreOffice. Now, first of all, I want you to understand that LibreOffice is a package. It is just like Microsoft Office. It has LibreOffice Writer, which is equivalent to Microsoft Office Word. It has LibreOffice Calc, which is equivalent to Microsoft Office Excel, okay? The package also has LibreOffice Draw, which is equivalent to Microsoft Office Publisher. The same package also has LibreOffice Impress, which is equivalent to Microsoft PowerPoint, okay? Now, LibreOffice was created specifically to be a standalone office productivity tool, okay? Meaning that with LibreOffice, you should be able to do everything that you do using other Office closed source Office applications, okay? Now, let's go together and download a copy of LibreOffice, okay? The first thing that you have to do, of course, is to open your internet browser. Now, on my screen, on my computer, my internet browser is Opera, okay? So I'll fire it up. Okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is that I will go to Google, okay? Which is google.com, all right? Then I am going to search for LibreOffice, okay? I'll just type LibreOffice. I'm not gonna specify any versions, okay? Then I will click on the link, okay? I'll click on the link for the LibreOffice Foundation page, okay? So, all that I have to do now is to simply click on download now, okay? Download now. On this download page, I am asked to choose my operating system. This computer that I'm using is running on Windows 10 32-bit, okay? It is running on Windows 10 32-bit because it is the type of computer that uses a solid-state hard drive and only has 2 GB of RAM, all right? Now, depending on your system, you should click on the arrow, okay, just underneath the choose your operating system, okay. Then you can select 64-bit if at all your computer is using a 64-bit operating system, or you could select Linux if your computer is using Linux, or Mac OS if your computer is using Mac OS, okay. Now, like I said before, my computer is using Windows 32-bit, so I'm gonna select Windows 32-bit and I'll click on download, okay. The LibreOffice download is going to be 283 megabytes, okay. So right now it is asking me for the location where I should save this particular download file, okay. So I'm going to save it in downloads, okay. So now my download has begun, okay. As you can see on the screen, it is showing me that it will take 7 hours, 4 hours. Well, the speed will improve eventually, and I don't expect this download to take very long, okay. Normally you should be able to complete the download in the shortest amount of time, depending on your internet speed, okay. So I'll download the software. The moment the software is downloaded, then we will start to install, okay. Okay, now we've actually finished downloading the software, okay. And well, I had already downloaded the software before. My internet was just a bit too slow, so what I've decided was to just, use the copy which I had downloaded, prior to beginning this particular recording, okay. So as you can see on the screen, I have my LibreOffice version 6.3.4, which is for the x86 processor, which is the 32-bit, okay. Like I said before, if your computer is a 64-bit computer, download the 64-bit version. If you don't know whether your computer is 64-bit or 32-bit, what you have to do is to go to the control panel, then go to System. If you are using Windows 10, you just have to go to here where there's Cortana, click, okay, then just type Control, okay. Now you just double click on Control Panel and you will see where it says System and Security. Double click it, then you will see where it says System. You double click, okay. As you can see right here, okay, it says System Type 32-bit operating system times 64-base processor. Yes, the processor is a 64-bit processor. However, I am using a 32-bit operating system. I'm using a 32-bit operating system, and the main reason is because I'm only using 2 gigabytes of RAM, okay. So once you establish that your computer is, if it's 64 or it's 32, then you can download the appropriate LibreOffice, okay, from the location that I showed you before. So to install LibreOffice, you just double click on it, then wait, okay. The installation doesn't take too long, okay. Then click the next button. You can customize if you feel like. However, if you are someone who is very new to LibreOffice, my advice is just go for the typical installation. create a shortcut on desktop. Just leave it checked, click on install. The installation will take place. Copy new files. Okay, so the installation has finally completed. All we have to do is to just click on the finish button. Okay, finish, and our LibreOffice has completed installing. Okay, now in order for us to access LibreOffice, if you are using Windows 10, you have a number of ways of accessing LibreOffice. However, let's just use one easy way. We just go to the Windows Start menu, we click on it, okay, then we go to All Apps, okay, then we navigate ourselves to LibreOffice right here. Okay, now as you can see, the LibreOffice package has a number of programs in it. It's got LibreOffice Base, which is for databases, LibreOffice Calc for spreadsheets, LibreOffice Draw for, publishing, desktop publishing, LibreOffice Impress for PowerPoint, LibreOffice Math, which is basically doesn't have a Microsoft Office equivalent. It is a mathematics program, okay? And LibreOffice Writer, which is equivalent to, of course, a word processor package. It is a word processor package, so to speak, okay? So I click on LibreOffice. I click on LibreOffice Writer to open it. There you go. As you can see, LibreOffice Writer is opening. Okay, it has now completed opening. I'm sure for most of you who have used Microsoft Office before, the interface of LibreOffice Writer will look familiar, okay? Now, with LibreOffice Writer, everything is basically code the same as any other word processor that you have used before, okay? Now, first, we are going to start with creating a document. How do we create a document in LibreOffice? Okay, in LibreOffice, for us to create a document, we simply go to where it says new. As you can see on the screen, I just have to click on new, okay, and a new document has been created. Okay, again, type okay. Okay, and I've typed some text in a new document. Okay, basically making a new document is as easy as that. Okay, now of course you can create multiple new documents if you feel like. For example, I want to show you the second way of creating a new document, which will double up as a method of creating a second document as well. So you click on File, then you go to the File menu and click on the option for New. Okay, now this option, of course, as you can see on the screen, okay, requires me to select New Text Document because I'm using LibreOffice Writer. Okay, so I create a text document. Okay, this is my second document. All right. Okay, so basically that's how you create a new document. Okay, now I want to show you how to save a document. Okay, just like in any other word processor program, you have the option to save a document using the command line, as well as the option to save the document by using the graphical user, using the mouse. Okay, the graphical user interface. Okay, now let's start with the method of saving a document using the graphical user interface. Let's use the mouse. We navigate to the File menu, we click on the File menu, then we go down. You will find that you have two options of saving. Well, you have multiple options of saving, but let me concentrate on the two most important ones for you: Save and Save As. To save a document simply means that you have already named that document. If you have not named your document and you click on Save, it means that it's going to give your document, LibreOffice is going to give your document a default name. Okay, and it will also give your document a default file format. Okay, now rather than allowing LibreOffice to do these things, it's best that the first time you decide to save your document, you save it as. What I'm saying is you use Save As. Okay, when you go to Save As, you click on Save As. It is going to bring up a window which shows you exactly where you can choose. Okay, you can select, the location where you want your document to reside. Okay, in my case, I want to save two documents of this particular computer, so I just select Documents. Okay, I select Documents, and when you look on the screen, you can see where it says File Name. Okay, where it says File Name, I have to name my document. I'm going to name this document made, or rather document lesson. Okay, document lesson, that's what I'm going to call this document. Okay, when you look underneath, you're going to see there is an option to change the file format. Okay, where it says Save As Type. Now here where it says Save As Type, by default the type is going to be the open document format. Okay, now I know most of you would want to save a document into a Microsoft Word format. Okay, in order to do that, you have to click on this open document format. Okay, a menu will show up. Then on this menu that has showed up, you select Word 2007-365. Okay, because we want this document that we're going to save to be able to easily be opened by Microsoft Word 2007 all the way up to the latest version which is Microsoft Word 365. Okay, so if I click on save, it is going to prompt me to confirm my file format. So in order for me to confirm my file format, I'm just going to click on use Word 2007-3. It's fine. So I just click, okay, and my document has been created. Okay, now that you understand how to save, okay, how to save your documents in LibreOffice Writer, I want to just go to the location where I save my document and check for my document. Here is my document. Now, this machine that I'm using, okay, came with Windows 10 pre-installed, okay, and a copy of Microsoft Office also pre-installed in the machine. All right, that is why you are seeing that the document lesson that I just saved is having an icon, a Microsoft Word icon. Here is my document. Now, this machine that I'm using, okay, came with Windows 10 pre-installed, okay, and a copy of Microsoft Office also pre-installed in the machine. All right, that is why you are seeing that the document lesson that I just saved is having an icon, a Microsoft Word icon. Okay, however, in order to stop confusing, my document with Microsoft Word, I'll right click it. Okay, I right click on the document, then I go to open with. Okay, instead of me selecting the application that I want to be opening with, I'll just go to choose another app. Okay, I go to choose another app. Then what I'll do is I'll click on this checkbox right here, which says always use this app to open .docx files. Okay, I'm gonna check this checkbox. Okay, and before I click on OK, I'm gonna click on LibreOffice Writer. Okay, because I've selected that my default document application is now going to be LibreOffice Writer. Okay, once I've selected LibreOffice Writer, then now I can say OK. Okay, now can you see something? I have opened that document, okay, that I wanted to open, and at the same time the icon has been changed to LibreOffice, so that next time I want to open my LibreOffice file, I can just double click on it and it will open with LibreOffice. It will not open with Microsoft Office, because it will not open with Microsoft Word. It will open with LibreOffice Writer. Okay, now this also means that all the documents that all the future documents that I'm going to create or that I'm going to bring in from other sources are all going to have the icon of LibreOffice Writer. Okay, now be informed that this document that I've created is a .docx file. Okay, that means it's an XML file format document. All right, now if, for example, I bring in with my flash disk, okay, or whichever other means, I bring in a .doc document, it will still associate itself with Microsoft Word until I carry out the same procedure that I just carried out. Okay, because doc and docx, although they are both Word, but they are different versions of Word. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, easily open those documents. However, as you can see here, there is an X. If I click on this X, I'll close this document. I click on the X. Document closed. That's one way of closing a document. All right. The other way of closing a document is I open. You see what I've done? I've clicked right on the document that I want. Then I go to File and I close. Okay. In the File menu, I just click on Close. Okay. Then, if I haven't saved this document, I will be prompted. Now, if I want to name the document, I can say Save. Okay. And then put a name, navigate to location. I want documents. Okay, I'm saving to the documents folder where I previously saved, and this document I'm gonna call it document 2, or rather document lesson. No, document 2 lesson. Document lesson 2. Okay, although I don't want it to sound like this is lesson 2 because this is not lesson 2, so it's going to be document 2 lesson. All right, then I want it to be compatible with Microsoft Office. Okay, so I'm going to choose Word 2007/365. Okay, now I want you to see something here. This time I'm not choosing Word 2007/365. This time I'm choosing Word 97/2003. Okay, and I save. All right, of course it will prompt me to confirm my file format. I just have to click to agree. Okay, here you are. Remember what I said before? I said that docx files with the extension docx are a little bit different from the files with the extension .doc. Okay, .docx is XML. .doc was the first version of Word. Okay, now you can see that even the icon shows differently, meaning that if I double click on this icon, if I double click on this file, as long as it has this icon, it's going to open with Microsoft Office. I mean, Microsoft Word from Microsoft Office. Okay, now if I right click this file and I carry out the same procedure that I carried out before, whereby I go to open with, then I select choose another app. Okay, then I put my check mark and always use this app to open the doc files. All right, then I select LibreOffice Writer. What will happen now is that this icon is going to change, okay, from a Microsoft Office Word icon to the LibreOffice Writer icon. Now look at this. I say okay, and voila, it has changed. Okay, now that means that I've of course opened the document. Okay, I've opened the document, and at the same time I have changed the icon. So all future documents which are of the extension docx or doc, okay, they are all gonna open now from now onwards with LibreOffice. Okay, so that's how you close documents in LibreOffice. Okay, I want to recap on opening documents, okay, because I want us to now look at how to edit a document. Okay, so what you do is, let me close. I have a document right here. This document is right on my desktop. Okay, now I'm going to open LCSC profile 5F. Okay, I double click on it. Okay, Now, as you can see here, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this, okay. I'm going to highlight this. In every word processing program, whatever you want to change needs to get highlighted, okay. So if, for example, I want this text to be bowed, first of all, if I want to remove the underline, I just click on underline. See how it appears now? Well, let me remove this. This is of no use to me. Okay. This is of no use to me. Now, I want to show you how to underline text. Okay. How do I underline text? First, I need to select the text that I want to be underlined. Okay. So this, well, sorry. So I select the text that I want to be underlined. Okay. Then I simply click on underline and the text is underlined. All right. If I want to reverse, okay, what I have to do, I cannot just click on underline. Nothing will work. I have to highlight the text that I want to change. Okay. Now, if you want to use the keyboard to highlight, you have to put the cursor either at the end or at the beginning. All right. Hold down Shift, click on the left arrow because we have to go left in order to highlight everything. Okay. Then from here you can just remove the underline. Okay. So the text is now no longer underlined. Okay. Now, in order for me to, for example, make the text to be bold, okay, I have to do the same thing, okay, because I have to move left in order to highlight this text. Okay. Then next, I just click on bold. Okay. Now, bold can also be accessed by Control B. You can easily find out the commands that you could use by simply hovering the cursor over the bold button. Okay, just there over the bold button. Okay, you see, sorry, excuse my pronunciation, bold button. Okay, if I just hover over the bold button, it says Control B, which means Control B. You hold down Control, don't let go of Control. At the same time, you just click on B while holding down Control. Then the text will be highlighted, kind of like this. Hold Control, then B. Can you see? I'm toggling over it. Okay. Okay, that's one way. The other way is just click on bold, like that. Okay, and the text will be in bold. Okay, so basically, that's how you make your text bold. If you would like to make the text to be italic, you just click on the the italic button. Okay, the text is now italic. Okay, you see that? Okay, the text is italic. All right, so basically that's how you underline text, turn text into bold, as well as turn text into italic. If, for example, you want to remove italics, you just have to click and highlight. This time I'm clicking the beginning, then I hold down Shift and I just move my cursor to the left. Okay. Okay, it is highlighted now. So if I click on the I again, means I've removed the italics. All right. Okay. Now, if for example, I want to change the font, okay, just have to click the font that I want to change, okay, then I select it, okay. Now the text that I've selected is the only text that I can change, okay. Now for example, let's say I want, okay, and we go back. For example, I want to create a paragraph here, okay, and I want to create another paragraph, well, here, okay. Now once you click, okay, once you click, and you could click and drag, okay, or you can click on shift, then just move the down arrow going down, okay, because you're selecting everything will get selected. All right, now whatever you select, you could change it, okay. Let's say we want a completely different font. Over here, as you can see, it's written Libre. Once you click on the arrow just next to Libre, it brings down a drop-down menu. From this drop-down menu, you could, for example, select Comic Sans, or you could select any other text, okay, any other font rather that you choose to use, okay. So I've chosen to use Comic Sans, and my text has now changed, okay. The font of my text has now changed to Comic Sans, okay. Now suppose I'm not happy with the font size. At the moment my font size is 11, but I could decide to up it to 12 or even 13, okay, although 13 will be too big, so I've upped it, okay, I've increased its size to 12. All right, however, only the part that was highlighted has undergone that increment. The rest of the document is still as it was. All right, now suppose I want to change the second paragraph as well. All I have to do is to simply highlight the second paragraph and go through the same process, okay. I select Comic Sans, all right, and I change to 12-point size, okay. Okay, so basically, as you can see, LibreOffice works just the same as any other professional office productivity word processor, okay. Now, how do you indent text, okay? In order for you to indent text, all you have to do is to just click on the front, okay, of the text that you want to indent, then just use the space bar, okay. If you want to indent by 5 spaces, you have to tap on your space bar 5 times, okay. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've indented 5 spaces, okay. Now can you see what has happened? Can you see what has happened? Because the time when I was underlining, okay, I extended the selection up to the beginning of the first paragraph of this document, That's why I'm getting this line in front of the paragraph. In order to get rid of that, all I have to do is to just highlight it, okay, and click on underline, and it will be gone. Okay. So for me, in order for me to indent the second paragraph as well, I just click on the front, the beginning, all right, and then I again use the spacebar 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the first 2 paragraphs have now been indented by 5 spaces. Okay, suppose you want to center the entire paragraph. Okay, how would you do that? Okay, what you do is you highlight all the text that you want centered, okay, like that. Then you just click on this button, align center. Okay, click once and everything will be centered. Can you see that? The paragraph is centered. Let's do the same with this one. Everything is highlighted, align center, and it is centered. Okay, so that is how you center your text. Okay, now suppose you don't want to center the text, you want to right align. Okay, because by default the text in LibreOffice Writer is going to be left aligned. All right, so if you want to right align it, then you have to go through the selection procedure. You select the text that you want to right align, and you click on align right. Okay, now the text is right aligned. Okay, if you want to do the same with the bottom paragraph, the next paragraph, you simply select align right, and it will be right aligned. Okay, I want to show you now how you can insert bullet points. Okay, now let's insert bullet points, but before we do that, I want to take the first 2 paragraphs back to left alignment. So I'm going to select everything. Okay, I select everything. I select the 2 paragraphs, and I click on align left. Okay, they've now been aligned left. Now I am going to also remove the, okay, let's do this way. I am going to remove the indenting on the second paragraph by deleting to the left 5 times. Okay, that was more than 5. That's why the text has merged with the top paragraph. So in order for me to take it back so that the paragraph is separated again, I just click on enter while the cursor is right in front of the first word that I want to start the next paragraph. So I enter. Okay, then for me to create the bullet points, I have to decide where do I want my bullet points to be. So I want the sentences to be separated with bullet points. All right, so I separate the next sentence first of all. Okay, and I separate the third sentence. I separate the third sentence. Okay, then next thing I have to do is I need to highlight all the sentences that I want to have bullet points. So I put my cursor in front of the first sentence that I want to have bullet points, then I select. Okay, so I've selected the three sentences that I want to put bullet points on. Then over here, all right, on the menu, I mean on the ribbon, okay, I have to look for the toggle bullet list. Okay, now can you see that there's an arrow here? If I click on this arrow, it should show me the type of bullets that I can have. Okay, I want the big dots, so I click on the big dots. Okay, and this is what I get. So now I have inserted bullet points on the sentences that I selected. Okay, okay, now suppose you want to remove these bullet points. For you to remove the bullet points, you have to do the reverse, meaning you have to select again. The selection wasn't done very well. Let me go back. Okay. You see, I just have to live with it, because if I move my selection a little bit to the left, the first bullet is not highlighted, and if the bullet is not highlighted, no action will occur on it. Okay, so I need it highlighted as well. So it's perfectly okay to highlight in this way. Okay, then I click on the bullet point. Okay, okay, now I really wanted you to see this, okay, because I have some undesired action that has taken place. So in order for me to correct what I've done, okay, I simply undo. Can you see on the edit menu there is an arrow, semi-round arrow pointing to the left? That's the undo button. Okay, once you make a mistake and you want to go back to how things were before, okay, you just click on undo. Okay, so it has undone my text. Okay, can you see that? Now what I want is to just remove the bullet points. Okay, so in order for me to remove the bullet points, all I have to do is simply put my cursor in front of this, then I delete to the left, okay, which is backspacing. Can you see that? Then I just enter. Okay, that way I separate the sentence again and take it back to where it were. Okay, you see, once I delete the bullet point, it combines that sentence with the previous sentence, with the sentence before. So I have to hit enter again in order to separate it. Okay, I do the same thing. I click in front of the sentence, use backspace to delete. Okay, it's deleted, combine, then I enter to separate. All right, that's how you can delete. That's how you delete the bullet points and get back to where you. So right now, I want to show you how to put numbers. Okay, numbers and bullet points, they work in a very similar way, because you have to highlight, okay, and select. Okay, you highlight and select the sentences that you want to be numbered, then you click on the numbers. However, you have a choice. When you look closely on the left side, just like with the bullet points, there is an arrow that points downwards. Okay, what you got to do is click on that arrow, and you will see that there are different types of numbering styles. Okay, it's up to you to choose the numbering style that you want. Myself, I want Roman numerals. Okay, so these are the Roman numerals on the far right. Okay, it says uppercase Roman number. Alright? Then at the bottom, I have lowercase Roman number. Now the one that I want is a lowercase Roman numbers. Okay? So I just click on it, and my text will be numbered. Okay? In Roman numbers. Okay? So that's how you number, okay, your sentences, okay, in LibreOffice Writer. All right. Now, how do you remove these numbers? Same procedure, okay. Simply put the cursor in front of the sentence where you want the number to be removed, okay, and you backspace, just like that, okay. If the sentence goes and combines with the previous sentence, simply enter and bring it back to where it were. Alright, we do the same thing here. Backspace, deleting to the left. Alright, we do the same thing here. We delete to the left with backspace, then you enter, and we are back to where we were. Alright, now that's how you use the bullet point and the numbering, okay, the numbering, okay. Now how do you copy, cut, and paste? Okay, well, there's more than one way to do that. Like I said before, you always need to highlight first of all whatever you need, okay, to be changed, or whatever you need to be edited. Okay, so I've highlighted what I need. This is what I need. Okay, when you need to copy something, you have to highlight what you want to copy. Okay, then you can use Control C. Okay, on your keyboard you hold down Control. While you're holding down Control, you click on C. Okay, then you have to create a space where you want to paste, or go to the location where you want to paste, then you do Control V. Okay, if I do it again, it will paste because the information which has been copied is now in memory, meaning I can paste whatever number of times that I feel like. Okay, so that's how you copy and paste. Okay, now let's do it in another way. Okay, let's highlight the next sentence. Okay, we highlight the next sentence, then instead of doing Control C, we'll go here on Edit and select Copy. Okay, then we create some space, and well, I don't want to go that way, sorry. Let me just undo. Okay, you go to File, Undo. Okay, you undo, then let me just I want to paste. I go to Edit and I click on Paste. Okay, then it's pasted. Okay, it's pasted. Then if I want to paste again, I simply create the space or go to the location where I want to paste, then I click on Edit and Paste. Okay, so that's how you copy and paste. Okay, now how do you cut and paste? Well, the procedure is the same procedure. Okay, I'm saying same procedure because to cut, okay, all that happens is that there is no duplicate copy that remains. Okay, when you copy, you leave a duplicate copy. okay, you duplicate the text. When you cut, you do not duplicate the text, you actually move the text, okay? For example, let's say I want to cut this text. Let's highlight it. Let's highlight it. Okay. Delete it. Okay. Delete it. Then highlight this. Okay. Then you can use the keyboard shortcut, which is Control C. Sorry. Which is Control X. Okay. Control X. Control X does the cutting. Can you see that there is no duplicate copy? There is no duplicate copy remaining. Okay. In order for me to paste, it is the same Control V command. Control V, okay, does the pasting. Okay, now in another way, in a different way, I can cut without knowing the keyboard shortcuts. Okay, I can just highlight this text. Oops. Yeah, highlight this text, then go to edit and select cut. Now mind you, each time you open a drop-down menu, each time you open edit or you open file, you will see that there are some shortcuts, okay, just on the right side, okay, there are some shortcuts. So if you've forgotten the keyboard shortcut commands, you can easily, remember them by simply opening the edit menu or open the file menu, okay, or the view menu, okay. Basically all menus will show you if at all there is any shortcut. Not everything has a shortcut, but if at all a shortcut is available, you're gonna see it the moment you open the menu, the particular menu that you need. So I go to edit, I cut, the information is cut. Then for me to paste the text, I just click on Control V. Okay, I can create more space and do Control V again, or alternatively I can create space, then go to the menu and paste. Okay, all right. Now you could go to the menu again and paste if you want again. All right. Okay. I know some people are going to ask, like, while I was pasting, there was another command for pasting special. What exactly is that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to delete all this. Delete. Or rather, I'm going to just highlight this. Okay, then I'm going to go to edit. Okay, then no. I could right click. Okay, when you right click, it opens up a menu. All right, now the menu which is opened up when you right click has got cut, copy, paste, and paste special as well. All right, but it's got no delete. Can you see that? If I want to delete, I just have to click on delete button on the keyboard. All right, on the computer keyboard. Okay, now I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to highlight this and copy it. Then this time I'm going to right click. I'm going to right click on the highlighted text. Then it brings up a menu. If I want to cut, I can select cut. If I want to copy, I can select copy. Right now I want to cut. Okay, then if I want to paste, I can just right click on my mouse, okay, and paste. Now if I go to paste special, okay, can you see this? Paste special gives you an opportunity to paste unformatted. Let's say, for example, you are copying text from a web page, okay, and you want that text to be copied onto your LibreOffice Writer document, okay. In that case, for you to paste without having problems, use paste unformatted. All right, paste unformatted text does not paste any format, okay. One problem that I normally experience when I'm pasting from web pages is that when I copy from a web page and I just do a normal paste without pasting special, okay, it will paste in some computer code that later on confuses my document. All right, you will find yourself in a situation that makes you fail to properly edit your document because you have pasted in a lot of code from web pages. So in order to avoid such problems, what you do is you paste special and paste unformatted. Once you have pasted unformatted, then you can take that unformatted text and you can format it in any way you feel like. That way you won't have any problem and your editing of the document is gonna go on smooth, okay. So if I say paste unformatted, okay, in this case there won't be much difference because I'm not taking anything from the web. Probably let's try it from the web, okay. Let's go to bbcnews.com, okay. Well, I know if you're American you prefer CNN. Okay, in the United States, I know CNN is the biggest network. I hope I'm right. The biggest news network. All right. Okay. Now, I want to look for something to paste. Okay. Tens of thousands. Policies. Well, I don't know. I'm not really a politician, okay? So I just want to find something to paste. Police drones are falling from the sky when it rains. Police drones are falling from the sky when it rains. Okay, let's say I wanna copy something from this page. Let's say I want this text. Okay, I could highlight it. Okay, copy it. Okay, then bring it into my document. If, for example, I paste it straight away, okay, I go to edit, paste. This is what I get formatted. Okay, it carries with it the formatting from the web page, which could potentially create some serious problems in your document, especially if you are creating a large document. Things can really go crazy. Okay, the best way is you go to edit and paste special, paste unformatted. All right, can you see that? Can you see that the document has been pasted without formatting? Okay, with LibreOffice Writer, it even matches up the formatting to, with the rest of the document, so that everything looks, uniform. How nice is that? That's really nice. Okay, so this is the difference basically between paste special and normal paste. Okay, from the web, always use paste special and select the unformatted text. Okay, if you're not pasting if you're not copying from the web, if you're just copying from within the document, then you can just paste. It's okay. Okay, So I'm just deleting all this badly copied text. All right. Okay. So now, all right. Now, I'd like to show you how you can insert an image into your document. Now, how you insert the image into your document is that if you look right here on these icons appearing, okay? Well, if you just hover over these icons, the names will always show up. Like if I hover over this, it shows insert table. If I hover over this, it says insert image. If I hover over this, it says insert chart. If I hover over this, it says insert text box. So the one that I want is insert image. All you have to do first of all is to decide where do you want this image to be. For example, I want this image to be right here where this cursor is. I could just, you know, put this cursor in the location where I want the image to be, and I just click on insert image. Okay, once this window opens, okay, the insert image window, I just have to navigate to the location where the image I want is. Okay, so this is the image that I want. This is the image that I want. Okay, so I just open that image. Can you see that? This is the image which has been inserted. Okay, now if for example I want the image to take all that space, fine, I could live with that. If for example my intention was to have a smaller image, then I could resize it. Okay, can you see these dots, these little points which are showing up? If I hover over the far right point, okay, in the right corner, it turns into little arrows, as you can see. Now I could click onto that point, okay, and just adjust. Okay, now let me do this, and I could just wait. If for some reason those points disappear, just click on the image like that and they will reappear. Okay, then I just want to highlight and drag the image all the way up to the size that you want. Okay, can you see that the image has moved? Okay, I want it to be really small like this. Okay, so it's going to be like that. Okay, now this image can be moved. Once highlighted, you see what I'm doing? I'm just moving it using the arrow. Okay, I could move it left using the arrow. You see what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm doing? Then once I put my cursor in front of London there, and I use my space bar, okay, I could move the text. Okay, now I could enter. Okay, I could just click on enter to move the text down, okay, like that, so that the image is by itself looks much more neat. You get what I'm saying? So basically that's how we insert an image into LibreOffice Writer. All right, You can do further image manipulation if you want, but basically I'm just giving you the basics, which can just make you be good to go, okay, and use this application. Okay, if you want to delete the image, you just highlight, click on it, and click delete. Okay, just click the delete button on your keyboard and it will be gone. All right, if for example you deleted it by accident and you want it back, then you have to go to your edit button and go to undo. Okay, in this case, because the last action that we carried out was deleting the image, so the undo will show up as undo delete image. Okay, because that was deleting the image was the last action that we carried out in this application. Okay, so that's how you delete, that's how you insert your image and basically set. So now I want to now show you how to insert a table. Okay, how do you insert a table in your text? Okay, in your document in LibreOffice. To insert a table, you have to put your cursor where you want your table to be inserted. Okay, then you have a choice. You can either just go on insert right on these icons right in front. Okay, you got the table menu and go to insert table. Okay, I prefer the table menu anyway. Okay, because it also shows you a shortcut, which is Control F12. Okay, if you are in a hurry. So just click on insert table. Then you have some parameters which you have to enter in. How many columns you want? Let's say you want 3 columns. How many rows do you want? Let's say you want 4 rows. Name of the table. Let's say you want to call it lesson. Lesson 1. Okay, it won't give you a space. It just has to be lesson 1 like that. All right. Since we just want a basic table, we're just gonna insert. Okay, and there we are. We can call this time. Call this task. We can call this comments. Okay, then basically you can type whatever you want in these tables. Okay, now I want you to be informed that if, for example, you want to format the text that's inside the tables, okay, then you have to highlight the particular text. For example, I want to center it. Okay, then I can click on center. It will be centered. All right, if I want to also center the others, okay, I could highlight both of them at the same time. Okay, and just click on center and both will be centered. If I want to make it bold, click on bold. All right, if I want to make time bold as well, I just highlight it and click on bold. Okay, highlight, click on bold. Okay, and you can do all the text manipulations that you want. You want to change the font color, you want to change the font itself. Okay, let me just give it as an example. As an example, I've put 9 a.m. This task will begin. And what is the task? Libre Office lesson comment. Lesson was successful. All right, then I can highlight, center it if I want. If I don't want to center it, leave it like that. Okay, so it's all up to me, or you, of course. Okay, if you want to right align it, you can right align it. If you want to left align it, you can left align it. You can right align it if you want. You can center it if you want. Okay, there we are. Center it. Okay, center it. You can center it. Okay, if for example you want to change the color of the headlines, you can select them. You can select the headings and just go under A. Okay, click on the arrow under A, I mean next to A, the arrow pointing downwards. Then you could select the text. Maybe you want it to be green. All right, and it turns into green. Okay, and basically you could, if for example the text, you have a lot of text that you're typing, you know, you could just click on enter and, you know, your cell size will increase. You know what I mean? If you want to delete, you can delete, cell size will reduce. And basically the same way that you create tables and manipulate the table, edit the table in any other word processor, you know, will be the same in LibreOffice Writer. Okay, I want to show you something. I want to show you how to print. Okay, first let's save this document because we've already given it a name, so we just have to save, or you know, we just click on save and we say use the format that we had selected previously. Okay, we just agree. Okay, then in order to print, there's more than one way to print. Okay, the first way to print is using this print icon. Okay, if you click on it, okay, it gives you an option to print to PDF. Now that is good. Okay, because you could, with LibreOffice, you do not need to install any PDF creation software. PDF creation is built into LibreOffice Writer. All you have to do is to just command your print, then it will say print to PDF. Or if you have any printers installed, you can choose. For example, I've got HP DeskJet 2540 and I have yeah, that's why I have a DeskJet 2540. So I could select my DeskJet 2540 and just print. By default, it's gonna print one copy. If I want multiple copies, I can just increase the number here. Okay, if I want to print in reverse order, I can just select that. Now, different printer softwares will give you different options, so don't expect to see exactly what is being shown on the screen regarding the printer. Okay, some printers are more advanced, others are not as advanced, so you will be able to see those features when you command the print. All right, so if I want to print to PDF, then I can just go right ahead and print to PDF. All right, so that exercise, I'll leave it up to you. Okay, depending on what type of printing you want to carry out. Okay, the same thing can be done from the file menu. Click on file and you go to, you select print right at the bottom. Now, the beauty with selecting the file menu is that you have an option to go to print preview. Okay, you can select print preview. It shows you a preview of what you're going to print. All right, then you can now select print once you are happy with what you see. If you're not happy with what you see, then you close preview. All right, oops, sorry. It's my mouse. Okay, you close the preview, all right, and go back to the document, all right, and you could make those changes. Then you can command print again, and then basically print. Okay, all right. I would like to show you how to find and replace. Find and replace. Okay, let's say you are trying to find a particular word and you want to replace it. For example, let's say you are using like here I said 21st century computer threat mitigation requires every computer user to be cybersecurity aware. Can you see that? 21st century computer threat mitigation requires every computer user to be cybersecurity aware. Suppose I want to replace computer with machine. How do I do that? Okay, well, first I have to find the find button, okay, which is so for us to replace the computer word with machine, we have to go to edit, then we choose find and replace. Okay, because if we just go to find, okay, we click on find, we can say computer, okay, then you enter, okay, it will show us where computer is. You get what I'm saying? Then if I enter again, to show me the next location where computer is appearing, and as long as I keep entering, as long as I keep clicking on enter, okay, I will be shown different places where the word computer is appearing. Okay, but what we want to do is we want to find and replace, right? So I click on the X to close the bar. So I go to file, then I go to edit, find and replace. Okay, find computer. Can you see this in file, find and replace window? Find computer, right? Because that's what I want to find. If I want to find a different word, I can click, I can type that word, and I want to replace with machine. Okay, then I could tell it to replace all, or to just replace the first one. You see what I mean? But if I want to replace everything, I just say replace all. Replace all. Okay, and I close. All right, now I go back. I'll find that in the sentence, okay, the sentence is now reading 21st century machine threat mitigation requires every machine user to be cybersecurity aware. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that's basically how you use find and replace. All right, of course I don't want it to remain as machine threat mitigation, so I go to edit and undo. Okay, click on undo so that it goes back to 21st century computer threat mitigation. All right, because 21st century computer threat mitigation requires every computer user to be cybersecurity aware. All right, which is true indeed. Okay, now I want to show you how to zoom in and zoom out. When you look down on your right side corner, you will see a minus button and the plus button. All right, now as you can see right now, there is some numbers, 110% it reads. Okay, if I click on the plus, see what happens to that number. It goes to 120 and the text size becomes bigger. All right, so the more I click, as this number goes up, the text size also increases. So basically that's how you zoom in. All right, so I'm zooming in as I'm increasing this number. If, for example, I go back and I click on minus I'm zooming out. Okay, I'm zooming out. I'm now at 130%. Okay, I'm zooming out 110. This is where I was before. If I go further, 90, you see what happens? If I keep on going, see what happens? I keep zooming in and in and in and in. All right, it doesn't make much sense to make it so small. So I'm gonna go back to 100% and 110 where it was before. So that's how you zoom in and zoom out of LibreOffice Writer. Okay. Now, line spacing. How do I make my line spacing? Okay. Well, like I said previously, any action that you want to take on the text requires you to highlight. Okay, highlight all the text that you need to take action on. Okay, you highlight it like this, and basically just right click. All right, right click on that text and go to paragraph. Okay, just go to paragraph. Don't go to that arrow and say, just go to paragraph. Okay, well, the only way to go to paragraph is to go through the arrow into paragraph. All right, you go to paragraph. While you are in paragraph, you're gonna see line spacing. Okay, that's the third item. Okay, so you could click on this arrow, and for example, if I want double line spacing, I just choose double. Okay, just like this. I choose double, then I click on OK. Can you see that? So the selected text is now in double line spacing. Okay, the headlines are not in double line spacing because I did not select the headline. Okay, so the heading is still in single line spacing. All right, now this is how you do your line spacing. This is how you turn single line spacing to double line spacing. Okay, for you people who are using the APA style format, it is mandatory that you should work in double line spacing. Okay, and that's how you turn the document into double line spacing. Okay, so if for example you want to undo, you just go to edit and click on to undo. Just click on edit and you click on undo. Okay, excuse me for what happened. Okay, so basically that's how you turn your double line spacing, your single line spacing into double line spacing. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed my introduction to LibreOffice Writer. Okay, basically my intention was to just jumpstart you. All right, so I've just covered the main points which everyone requires in order to produce documents using LibreOffice Writer. It is such an amazing program. Okay, however, it's got its own strengths and its own weaknesses. So nobody can say this application is the best. There is nothing like it's the best. All applications do have strengths and weaknesses. I hope you enjoyed learning the introduction to LibreOffice. Okay, my name is Tambo Ngambe. Okay, I am an IA professional and I've enjoyed creating this lesson for you. Okay, thank you.